So after you decided that you want to become a stand-up comedian like Jim Carrey, so what happened after from that point to today? What was your journey?
See, one thing which happens is we all want to be like someone, but the problem is we never take off from that thought. It's always an unfamiliar territory. We never know what to expect. But what I did was I started performing, and I assumed that okay, if I go on stage, people will laugh. But that did not happen, obviously. So I started doing mimicry. I used to imitate all the actors, politicians, my mom, dad, auntie. I used to hate my aunt at that time, so I used to imitate my aunt like anything. And then out of that mimicry has come, and then slowly people started laughing. So every time someone laughs at me, it gave me confidence that okay, I think I can do something. And I was a mimicry artist more or less, but not a stand-up comedian. But in MBA, when I was doing MBA, I decided that okay, I'll stop doing mimicry because stand-up comedy is more tougher because it requires a lot of thought process. It requires certain elements to be in place, not like mimicry where you just imitate someone, people will laugh. But in stand-up comedy, you have to have a lot of thought process going on, and you got to build the joke, build the excitement, and then come up with the punchline. It's a process, entire process, and it's a very tough process. And I started liking the process once I started doing stand-up comedy. And I said, okay, fine, let's do it. And more or less, it's like accumulating material. And whenever I have some thought, I'll feel excited. Okay, fine. If I tell this to the audience, will they laugh or not? So those kind of thoughts will come, and out of that, I build up the material.
So now you know how to do stand-up. So from that point, how did you completely decide to switch to stand-up? Did you have a job before or after MBA, or did you just directly get into stand-up?
That's an emotional story, man. See, the thing is, I wanted to be a stand-up comedian, but I didn't know how to become a stand-up comedian. And I started working like anyone else. I started working for some NGO, campus recruitment. I got selected there. I started working for them. After 1.5 years, 2 years, I was performing. I was part of Toastmasters, and a few people who know me that I can do better job as a stand-up comedian, they kept calling me. I went there, I performed. But I never knew I can make it as a profession. But then, a few people in my life who were close to me, they died. And then I realized, okay, whatever might happen, let me go and experiment. Okay, if I get money, that's good. Or else I have enough goodwill which can support me for some days. I thought that.
So you're saying death inspired you to become a stand-up?
Yeah, at the end of the day, it doesn't matter. Right? A lot of people are doing a lot of things. So, anyway, if I do nothing, if I'm not doing anything, people are anyway going to laugh at me because I'm doing nothing. Okay, so if I do stand-up comedy, then also people will laugh. So people laughing is common. So whatever I'm doing is different. So I thought I'll do stand-up comedy than anything else.
Okay, fantastic. So how was it like, the journey that you took to right now you're budding professional, you have gotten a lot of offers coming left and right. So how was your journey so far? What would you, when you look back at your life so far, what would you say?
I say, wow. Wow, seriously. And I'm excited. I'm excited about the journey which I'm going to take in the future because, it's always a wonderful process. You have audience in front of you and you want to make them laugh. Let us say 1 hour, 1.5 hour, half an hour, 10 minutes, 5 minutes, whatever that time. Okay, you go there, you engage audience there, they should not remember anything else. That itself is a huge challenge. And to make them laugh is even more tougher. I think that is one thing which keeps me motivated because there's a lot of material, believe me. There's a lot of material to uncover around. You just have to get that focus right. And I think once the focus comes, everything else will fall into it. The jokes will come, people will enjoy. And somehow, like I say always, for me acting comes naturally as cow dung comes out of cow. I think that's one blessing which I got from the cow god. So I think as long as the blessings of cow god are there, I think I can do anything. So probably I can call myself cow god.
Okay. So what is the biggest misconception people have about stand-up?
People think it's easy.
Yeah.
A lot of people think it's easy because they just see, okay, this job is easy, man. It's just cracking jokes and it's easy. But slowly it is changing. People are understanding that it is tough to make people laugh. Okay, and one more misconception which people generally have is we get a lot of material. Every show is different and we get a lot of material just like that. But it's tough. To have a 5-minute material, it takes a lot of effort. Sometimes it may even take 5 months. Sometimes the 5-minute material will come in 5 minutes. So the process itself is very tough. So a lot of people will see us performing but they don't know what is going on the background. So that is really tough. And we can't communicate through our performance, whatever is going on, because we just come up with, suppose for example, if I talk about politics, if I talk about present political scenario in India, I talk about 10 minutes and then people think that okay, that's easy. 10 minutes he spoke about political scenario, even I can do that. But the problem is what they don't understand is the background work which we do, the amount which we read about the politics, we try to understand a lot of psychology behind the politicians, and we try to understand what could be the circumstance. We keep asking those questions. We get a joke, we work on the joke, we improvise the joke again and again, we put our thought process, we put our emotions into it. It's a hell lot of a process, but that's a very interesting process. Nothing is easy, but that is amazing.